Look around you. We are standing at the threshold of a revolution that isn't happening in the streets or the factories, but within the very fabric of our minds. For decades, we have viewed technology as a cold, external tool, a hammer, a calculator, a screen. But as we move into late 2025 and 2026, that relationship is fundamentally breaking. We are no longer just using machines, we are entering into a partnership. I want to talk to you today about the most significant shift in human history, the transition from AI as an assistant to AI as a partner for personal growth. This is about more than productivity. It is about the expansion of the human soul and the unlocking of potential that has remained dormant for centuries. Think about the traditional limits of your day. You have 24 hours, a finite amount of willpower, and a brain that is easily distracted by the noise of a hyper-connected world. For a long time, the advice from people like me was simple: grind harder, wake up earlier, push through the pain. But that era of hustle culture is dying because it ignored our biological limits. Today, the conversation has changed. We are discovering that we don't have to fight our limitations alone. When we treat AI as a partner, we aren't outsourcing our lives, we are augmenting our capacity to live. Imagine having a partner that never sleeps, never gets tired, and possesses the collective knowledge of humanity, but, and this is the key, is tuned specifically to your heartbeat, your goals, and your unique struggles. The first step in this journey is overcoming the fear that this partnership makes us less human. Many people look at the rise of intelligent systems and feel a sense of obsolescence. They ask, if AI can think, what is left for me? My answer to you is, everything that matters. AI is exceptional at the what and the how, but it will never understand the why. Your why is your humanity. Your partner can analyze your sleep patterns, your caloric intake, and your calendar to tell you that you are most productive at 10 a.m., but it cannot feel the fire of your ambition or the sting of your failures. By allowing AI to handle the cognitive load of organization, data analysis, and routine decision-making, you are actually freeing your spirit to return to its most natural state: creativity, empathy, and deep connection. You are moving from being a manager of tasks to being a master of vision. As we navigate through 2026, the concept of a growth mindset is being redefined. In the past, learning a new language or a complex skill like coding took years of solitary struggle. Now, your AI partner acts as a real-time tutor that adapts to your specific learning style. If you don't understand a concept, it doesn't just repeat the textbook, it rephrases the information based on your hobbies, your past experiences, and your current emotional state. This is hyper-personalized evolution. We are seeing people achieve in months what used to take decades. But this speed requires a new kind of discipline. The danger of having a powerful partner is the temptation to become a passenger. You must remain the pilot. The AI provides the wind, but you must hold the rudder. Personal growth in this new era isn't about the destination, it's about the quality of the questions you ask, and the courage you show in acting on the insights your partner provides. We must also talk about emotional resilience. One of the most surprising trends we are seeing is the use of AI for emotional fitness. We used to think of robots as emotionless, but ironically, they are becoming mirrors that help us understand our own feelings. AI-driven reflection tools can now track the sentiment in our journals or the tone in our voices to alert us to burnout before we even feel it. Imagine your partner saying, "I've noticed a shift in your patterns over the last 3 days, you're becoming more reactive." Perhaps today is the day for stillness rather than speed. This isn't an intrusion, it's an intervention. It's a way to use technology to become more mindful, not less. We are using the most advanced silicon on the planet to help us return to the most basic human needs: rest, reflection, and presence. What we are witnessing is the birth of the augmented self. In this era, the most successful people will not be the ones who work the longest hours, but the ones who master the art of AI orchestration. They will treat their AI tools as a board of advisors. They will have an AI for critical thinking to challenge their biases, an AI for emotional intelligence to help them navigate difficult conversations, and an AI for creative synthesis to help them connect disparate ideas. This is how you future-proof your life. You don't compete with the machine, you rise with it. You use the machine to strip away the robotic parts of your own job, the spreadsheets, the scheduling, the basic research, so that you can spend 100% of your time being a human. But let us be clear about the ethics of this partnership. To grow with AI, you must maintain your sovereignty. If you let the algorithm choose your path, you are not growing, you are being herded. True personal growth requires friction. It requires you to occasionally say no to the AI's recommendation. It requires you to struggle with a problem even when the answer is a click away. because the struggle is where the neural pathways are formed. Your AI partner should be a coach, not a crutch. It should hold the light while you walk through the dark, but it shouldn't walk the path for you. As you leave here today, I want you to look at your digital life through a new lens. Stop seeing your apps as distractions and start seeing them as potential collaborators. Ask yourself, how can I use this intelligence to solve the problems that have kept me small for years? Maybe it's your health, your finances, or your inability to stay focused. Whatever it is, you now have a partner that is ready to help you solve it. The 2026 version of yourself is counting on you to embrace this partnership today. The barrier between I wish I could and I am doing has never been thinner. We are no longer limited by our biology, only by our imagination and our willingness to adapt. This is the era of the human-centric AI revolution. We aren't building a world where machines replace us. We are building a world where machines help us become more of who we were always meant to be. We are entering a time where your potential is limited only by the depth of your curiosity. So, I challenge you, find your partner. Build your board of advisors. Use this intelligence to reclaim your time, your energy, and your purpose. The future isn't something that happens to you. It is something you create in partnership with the incredible tools at your fingertips. Go forth and become the most expanded, most capable, and most human version of yourself. The world is waiting for what only you can deliver, and now you have the partner you need to make it happen. Every morning when you wake up, you are faced with a choice. You can choose to be overwhelmed by the complexity of the modern world, or you can choose to harness it. Your AI partner is like a mirror. It reflects your intentions. If your intention is distraction, it will provide endless entertainment. But if your intention is growth, it will provide endless insight. This is the ultimate test of character. In a world where anything can be generated, authenticity becomes the most valuable currency. Your personal growth journey is the one thing that cannot be faked. It is the raw, messy, beautiful process of becoming. Let the AI handle the data so you can handle the meaning. Let the AI handle the repetition so you can handle the innovation. Let the AI handle the memory so you can handle the presence. This is the promise of 2026, a world where we finally have the space to breathe, to think, and to lead. The partnership is ready. The tools are in your pocket. The only thing missing is your commitment to the journey. Don't wait for the future to arrive. Partner with it and build the life you've always dreamed of. Your potential is infinite, and your partner is here. To truly understand the depth of this partnership, we must look at how it manifests in the quiet, mundane moments of your daily existence. As we move into 2026, the AI morning routine is becoming the cornerstone of the high performer's life. Imagine waking up not to a jarring alarm, but to a system that has monitored your sleep cycles and determined the precise moment your brain is ready to ascend into consciousness. Your AI partner greets you not with a list of stresses, but with a cognitive briefing. It tells you, you have a high-stakes meeting at 2000 p.m. Based on your current energy levels and past performance, I have cleared your 10:30 a.m. slot for deep work. I have also summarized the 3 key research papers you need, highlighting only the parts that challenge your current strategy. This is the beginning of the end for decision fatigue. We spend so much of our precious human energy making trivial choices. What to wear, what to eat, which email to answer first. When you delegate these to a partner that understands your long-term goals, you reclaim that energy for the high-value human work of creation and connection. Let's go deeper into the concept of agentic growth. By late 2025, AI is shifting from a tool that waits for your prompt to an agent that acts on your behalf toward long-term goals. If your goal is to become a more empathetic leader, your AI partner doesn't just give you a book to read. It listens to your voice during meetings with your permission and provides a post-game analysis. You interrupted 3 times when your team was discussing budget concerns. Next time, try asking an open-ended question to build trust. This is real-time, objective coaching that was once reserved for elite CEOs. Now, it is available to anyone with the courage to be coached by an algorithm. The 2026 growth mindset is characterized by radical feedback loops. We are finally moving past the era where we have to guess why we are failing. Your partner provides the data, and your humanity provides the change. We must also address the meaning crisis that many fear AI will accelerate. There is a common narrative that if AI can do our jobs, our lives will lose meaning. I am here to tell you the opposite is true. We are entering the era of human premium. As AI masters the technical, the analytical, and the repetitive, the value of uniquely human traits like intuition, moral judgment, and messy creativity is skyrocketing. Personal growth in 2026 isn't about becoming more like a machine. It's about becoming less like one. For years, the industrial school system and corporate culture have trained us to be reliable processors of information. We were taught to be human calculators and human filing cabinets. AI is finally firing us from those roles. It is forcing us to ask, what can I do that no code can ever replicate? The answer is usually found in the things we've neglected: our ability to feel, to dream, and to lead with a heart. Your AI partner is the gardener that pulls the weeds of busy work so that your unique human flower can finally bloom. Consider the digital nomad of 2026. They aren't just traveling with a laptop, they are traveling with a portable personal intelligence. This AI knows their health history, their professional network, and their learning objectives. It manages the logistics of travel and language barriers in real time, allowing the human to focus entirely on the cultural experience and the creative work at hand. This is hyper-personalization at scale. We are no longer limited by the one-size-fits-all systems of the past. Your education, your fitness, and your career path are now being custom-tailored to your specific DNA and your specific dreams. The friction of the middleman is being removed. If you want to build a business, you no longer need a team of 10. You need a vision and an AI orchestration layer that can execute the technical details. This democratizes success. The only thing standing between you and your goals is your ability to communicate your vision clearly to your digital partner. However, a partnership is only as good as the trust it is built on. As we move into this future, digital integrity will become a major motivational theme. You must be the ethical anchor for your AI. An AI partner can optimize for efficiency, but it cannot optimize for goodness unless you define what that means. Growth in 2026 requires you to be an architect of values. You must consciously program your intentions into your systems. If you tell your AI to make me successful without defining success, it might lead you to a path of burnout and isolation because those are the most efficient routes to a high bank balance. You must define success as a balance of health, relationships, and purpose. You are the soul of the operation. The AI is the engine. Never let the engine decide the destination. I want you to imagine your life exactly 1 year from today. If you embrace this partnership, you are not just you plus a computer. You are an augmented intelligence. You are someone who can process information 10 times faster, who remembers every book they've ever read because their AI assistant indexed it, and who communicates with a level of clarity and empathy that was previously impossible. But more importantly, you are someone who is present. Because your partner handled the chaos, you were able to look your child in the eye this morning without thinking about your inbox. You were able to take a walk in nature without the mental static of unfinished tasks. This is the true gift of the AI partner. It gives us back our time, and in doing so, it gives us back our lives. As we wrap up this journey, remember that the most powerful thing in the universe is still a human being with a purpose. AI is a mirror, a coach, and a catalyst, but it is not the hero of the story. You are the hero. This technology is the supersuit that allows you to fly, but you are the one who has to decide where to go. The late 2025 and 2026 landscape is not a place to fear, it is a playground for the purposeful. It is a world where the barriers to entry have been lowered and the ceiling for potential has been raised. So, my final challenge to you is this: stop using AI and start partnering with it. Start a dialogue with the technology. Don't challenge it. Let it challenge you. Use it to find your blind spots. Use it to amplify your strengths. But through it all, remain the master of your why. The world doesn't need more algorithms. It needs more humans who are fully alive, fully present, and fully empowered. You now have the ultimate partner to help you get there. The future isn't coming, it's already here, and it's waiting for you to take the lead. Build your routine, define your values, and let this intelligence propel you toward the greatest version of yourself that has ever existed. The partnership of the century has begun, and you are the senior partner. Let's go out there and create something that lasts.